to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. Now this defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 50, check 50. Check 50, check 50. Hey, check 24.
Fields. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside, and I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on, and that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Second and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now it's Fields. That is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Fields. Being chased, and a loose football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Here's Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play that time on a catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Man open is Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A key pick. In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got it to Ingram, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Here's Rodgers.
Got a man. It's Amari Rodgers, complete.
The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers.
Amari Rodgers.
78 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Fields on first down.
Able to shake him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Kingsley Keke.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
That is caught by Rodgers.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to Kmet. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a first down throw. Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw is Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And